Have you ever wondered how great public speakers captivate their audience? Public speaking, an art as old as human civilization itself. It's the cornerstone of democracy, the lifeblood of business, and the heart of personal development. A well-crafted speech can inspire nations, launch movements, and change the course of history. And it all starts with one person, one voice, one message. Think of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose I Have a Dream speech not only ignited the civil rights movement, but also continues to inspire millions around the world to dream of a better future. Or Steve Jobs, whose Stanford commencement address, "Stay hungry, stay foolish," has become a beacon for entrepreneurs and innovators across the globe. These speeches were not just words, they were powerful tools of influence, persuasion, and inspiration. But is this power reserved for the chosen few? Absolutely not. Public speaking is a skill, not a birthright. It can be learned, honed, and mastered. Yes, some people might have a natural flair for it, but that doesn't mean the rest of us can't become equally captivating speakers. It's all about understanding your audience, crafting a compelling message, delivering it with confidence, and engaging your listeners. Imagine the possibilities if you could harness the power of public speaking. You could inspire your team at work, persuade investors to back your startup, or even motivate your community to take action on an important issue. The potential is limitless. Now you might be thinking, that's great, but how do I become a good public speaker? Well, the journey starts with understanding that public speaking is more than just talking in front of people. It's about connecting, influencing, and making an impact. And the good news is, with the right techniques and plenty of practice, anyone can master this art. So, how can you become a captivating public speaker? Let's dive in. The first step to becoming an exceptional public speaker is understanding your audience. This is the cornerstone of effective communication. It's like tailoring a suit. A one-size-fits-all approach simply won't cut it. Let's start with the basics. Who are you speaking to? Are they young or old, students or professionals, beginners or experts in your topic? Knowing this can help you choose the right tone and language. Next, delve into their interests and needs. What problems do they want solutions for? What information are they seeking? A speech that addresses these points will naturally captivate your audience. Lastly, consider how your message can resonate with them. If you're discussing climate change with science majors, for instance, hard data and research findings could be your best bet. But with a general audience, you might want to use relatable examples and simpler language. By understanding your audience, you can deliver a speech that resonates and leaves a lasting impact. Once you know your audience, the next step is to craft a message that captivates. Imagine yourself in an auditorium filled with people. You're on the stage and everyone's eyes are on you. You have a message to share, a story to tell. But how do you ensure that your message doesn't just echo in the hall, but resonates with each individual? How do you make it captivating? The key is to keep your message clear, concise, and engaging. It's not about using grandiose language or complex jargon. It's about speaking directly to the heart of your audience in a language they can understand and relate to. Let's take a look at TED Talks, a platform known for its captivating speakers. One of the most watched TED Talks is by Sir Ken Robinson, where he discusses how schools kill creativity. His message is clear and concise. Our education system needs to nurture, not undermine, creativity. And he delivers it in a conversational tone sprinkled with humor, which keeps the audience engaged. Another powerful technique is storytelling. Stories are universal. They transcend cultural and linguistic barriers. They evoke emotions and create connections. Brené Brown, in her TED Talk on the power of vulnerability, shares personal stories that make her message relatable and impactful. She shows her vulnerability, which in turn allows the audience to connect with her on a deeper level. And let's not forget the use of compelling visuals. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and in public speaking, this couldn't be more true. Hans Rosling, in his TED Talk about global trends, uses data visualizations not just to support his points, but to tell a story. These visuals help the audience to understand and remember his message. Crafting a captivating message is a skill that requires thought, creativity, and practice. But remember, at the core of your message should be authenticity. Speak from the heart, because authenticity is what truly captivates an audience. A captivating message is at the heart of every great speech. With your message ready, it's time to deliver it with confidence. Body language, voice modulation, and eye contact are the trifecta of confident delivery. Let's unpack that. Body language is your silent storyteller. It's the way you stand, the way you gesture, the way you move. A speaker who is rigid or fidgety can distract from their message, but one who uses purposeful, open gestures can draw their audience in. Think of Martin Luther King Jr. on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, his passionate hand movements mirroring the power of his words. Next, voice modulation. This is the rise and fall of your voice, the pacing, the pauses. It's a tool to keep your audience engaged. A monotonous voice can lull your audience to sleep, while a dynamic one can keep them on the edge of their seats. Remember Sir Ken Robinson's TED Talk on education? His clever use of pacing and pauses kept us all hooked. Then there's eye contact. It's a powerful way to connect with your audience and show them you're speaking to them, not at them. It's about breaking down the invisible wall between you and your audience. Recall Steve Jobs' product launches? His direct gaze made everyone feel like he was speaking to them personally. But how do you tap into this trifecta if you're battling stage fright and nerves? Here's a secret. Even the best speakers get nervous, but they channel that energy into their performance. They practice a lot. They visualize success. They use deep breathing exercises to calm their nerves, and they remind themselves that it's not about them, it's about the message they want to share. Confidence doesn't come overnight. It's a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice, patience, and persistence. But when you step onto that stage and you deliver your message with confidence, you're not just speaking. You're connecting, you're engaging, you're inspiring. And remember, confidence is key to convincing your audience and making your message stick. The final step to becoming a great speaker is to engage your audience. Now let's dive into the crux of the matter. We've covered understanding your audience, crafting a captivating message, and delivering it with confidence. But what's a speech without engagement? It's like a song without rhythm, a dance without movement. To truly resonate with your audience, you must engage them. Audience engagement is the magic that transforms a monologue into a dialogue, a lecture into a conversation. It's the secret sauce that makes your speech interactive, dynamic, and impactful. How do we achieve this? There are several techniques at your disposal. Firstly, asking questions is a powerful tool. It stimulates thought and provokes curiosity. For instance, consider Jamie Oliver's TED Talk on healthy eating. He didn't just preach the importance of nutrition, he peppered his talk with questions like, "Do you know what's in your food?" This simple question encouraged the audience to think and reflect, thus deepening their engagement. Encouraging participation is another effective technique. This could be as simple as asking for a show of hands or as complex as organizing a live poll. Take Hans Rosling's TED Talk as an example. He used interactive data visualization to engage his audience, making them active participants in his talk. And let's not forget the power of humor. Laughter is a universal language, one that unites us all. When Sir Ken Robinson delivered his TED Talk on education, he used humor to engage his audience, making his message more relatable and memorable. But remember, it's not just about using these techniques, it's about using them authentically. Authenticity creates connection, and connection breeds engagement. So aim to engage your audience not just with your words, but with your passion, your vulnerability, your authenticity. So, there you have it. The final step to becoming a great speaker is engaging your audience. It's about transforming your speech from a monologue into a dialogue, from a lecture into a conversation, from a presentation into an experience, because at the end of the day, engagement is what turns a good speech into a memorable one. Let's recap the steps to becoming a captivating public speaker. Our journey started with understanding your audience. Knowing who they are, what they believe in, and what they desire is the bedrock of an impactful speech. Then, we moved on to crafting a captivating message. This involves the art of storytelling, making your speech relatable and memorable. Remember to show vulnerability, just like those inspiring TED Talks we've discussed. The third step is about delivering with confidence. Confidence isn't just about appearing fearless, it's about being genuine, being yourself. This authenticity will resonate with your audience and keep them engaged. Finally, we talked about engaging the audience. Make them feel like they're part of your journey, not just passive listeners. Ask questions, use interactive elements, and respond to their reactions. With these steps, you're well on your way to becoming a captivating public speaker. Remember, practice makes perfect, so start practicing today, and soon you'll be captivating audiences with your speeches. If you found this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to Interview Insider for more useful tips on how to better present yourself professionally. Thank you for watching.